Welcome, grammar detectives! Today, we're totally cracking the code on English's absolute trickiest spelling traps. Ever been tripped up by words that sound exactly the same, but mean totally different things?
First up, homophones. These are sneaky words that sound identical, but their spellings and meanings totally different.
Take whose and whose. They sound alike, sure, but one shows ownership, while the other is a contraction.
Next in the lineup, near homophones. They sound super similar, but have completely different spellings and definitions. Like wary versus weary. One means you're feeling cautious, the other means you're just plain exhausted.
And finally, the ultimate disguise, homonyms. Same exact spelling, but totally different meanings, and sometimes even different pronunciations. Think of the word match. Are we starting a campfire or playing a competitive game of tennis? Okay, so let's unpack our problem-solving toolkit, identify word class, use context, spot naughty letters, and look cover right check.
First up, word class. Notice how nouns often end in CE, while action verbs get the SE.
Let's test out the context strategy. If the car remained blank, which stationary actually fits here?
Well, the car isn't moving, so context tells us to use the version spelt with an A.
For those really stubborn words, use this classic sequence to lock them in. Look, cover, write, check.
Let's actually apply this to our most wanted list of tricky pairs. Principal versus principal. Anyone?
Remember, steal is literally a crime, while steel is just a super strong building material.
Notice how just adding the letter U completely changes a lovely sunrise into sadness after a loss.
Sound exactly alike, right? But one's all about making money, and the other's about predicting the future. Always watch those tricky starting letters. Accept means to agree, but accept means to leave out entirely.
Here is a wild twist for you. Sometimes context literally changes how these words sound out loud.
Same exact letters, totally different sounds. Are we talking heavy metal lead or guiding someone to lead? You really have to check the sentence. Is it an injury wound or a tightly wound clock? A tear from your eye rhymes with fear, but a tear in your paper rhymes with bear. Honestly, using these simple strategies turns frustrating grammar traps into completely solvable puzzles for your everyday writing. So, armed with these awesome detective skills, which confusing word pair are you going to conquer next?